I broke my neck. Well, I could have. I fell on my head a lot years ago, which explains so many things, but I've been completely symptom-free. Out of interest though, I decided to get an MRI scan to see if there was any kind of damage in my neck. And it actually shows multiple problems. And I have stenosis and nerve impingement, bulging disc, and should be experiencing a lot of issues with my hands and arms, but I don't. And I purely put that down to doing regular mobility work and making sure that I am constantly keeping the nerves stimulated by moving my joints fully. So I cannot stress that enough. If you do have any kind of damage to your spine, that you want to make sure that you're focused on your joint function and how things work, and respecting your posture, essentially doing exercises that are going to help you to be a more aligned person. Because if I was to constantly sit slumped like this and not be raising my arms overhead regularly and checking these things, that impinged nerve could start to get a lot worse and I could start to get a lot more symptoms. I wouldn't be able to grip, things like that. So you want to make sure that you're always keeping things like that in check, and also coordination too. So if I start getting really clumsy with my hand as well, that could be a sign that things are maybe progressing and getting much worse. But like I said, I've been symptom-free, so some of the things that I cannot stress enough to you is to make sure that you're moving your neck regularly and addressing the muscles and making sure that there's no like chronic tightness with your neck, so that will compress things further, make things feel even worse. I also really recommend that you work on your upper back and make sure that your shoulders are able to get into a good position so that things feel more stacked, and make your shoulders stronger, essentially. So your neck sits on top of this lot. So if you make all of this move a lot better and be a lot stronger, it's going to feel way more supported. So I cannot recommend enough that you regularly do the likes of the banded shoulder dislocate. It's a really, really nice one. Just gets everything fired up. I also really like nerve flossing too, where you pull the hands back like this and you do big circles like this. It's a really nice one to regularly work on also. So if you have any kind of bulging discs, you have lost your wiggle room to be lazy, essentially. You need to do more stuff more often to keep the nerves stimulated and hopefully remove a lot of the symptoms you could be experiencing or problems. So yeah, keep on top of stuff, know what your body can do so that if anything gets funky, you know immediately need to get that checked out.